Futures trading involves risk and is not suitable for all investors. Content provided in this segment is meant for educational purposes and is not a solicitation to buy or sell commodities.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the Grain Feed, brought to you by EverAg. This is your weekly news feed for all things grain and all things feed. Each week we bring you updates on the markets with unique perspectives from an amazing team of analysts with the intention of helping dairy and livestock producers manage their risk. I'm your host, Jim Matthews, reporting from the Chicago office here on a slightly rainy and cloudy Friday morning. Recording this on Friday because I was at the World Dairy Expo in Madison, Wisconsin here this week with a bunch of my fellow EverAgger colleagues. We had a great crew in Madison, been represented from all different parts of the company. We had so many wonderful, wonderful people approach us at the booth, spend time with us, spend time at the shows with us, our farmers, our friends, families. It was a great week with great people. Always a pleasure to be at the World Dairy Expo. And I even had a few of my colleagues take some time to chat with me at the booth about their experience at the Expo this year. But first, Paige, if you would kindly timestamp the broadcast, it is Friday morning. It is about 9:30 Chicago time. Let's take a quick look at these markets before we hear from some of our colleagues at EverAg. We are looking at December corn is down slightly on the day. We rallied quite rapidly 1 week ago today, last Friday, heading into last weekend. And then today, feel like perhaps rounding out this market just a bit here on Tuesday and Wednesday. We've now been down the last few days, but December corn is still down about 3 cents, holding steady near that 425 area. So watching that level closely as some nice psychological support in the corn market. We also have December soybean meal, that stubborn little byproduct. It's up just about a buck and a half here this morning, holding just over that 330 level, $330 per ton. So also maintaining a little bit of support here in the market to wrap up this week. And good old Novi beans managing to just hang right around 1050 here as we wrap up this week. We'll keep an eye on that silly little oil seed as we head into the weekend. But now let's turn to our colleagues at the World Dairy Expo and hear what they have to say this week. All right, so we are at the World Dairy Expo in Madison, Wisconsin. And regardless of what Jake Kingsley thinks, it's not all fun and games at the World Dairy Expo. Jenny Wackershauser has been hard at work here in Madison. Jenny, you were here all day yesterday, and it was not fun and games for you. You were working pretty hard all day yesterday. What were you doing here at the Expo?
Well, in my off season here for EverAg, when I'm not helping hedge feed and grain and milk for our clients, I volunteer my time in with Expo TV in the technical director's role. I actually go and sit in a trailer here on the grounds and help with the cow show, because the camera people are all actually come from the world of sports and don't know cows. So I actually help them know the correct cow in the correct class and make sure they're showing the right thing at the right time.
Excellent. And how did all of that go yesterday?
Actually, pretty well. We were a little hectic, because we always are when we're running 2 rings at a time and helping with the show. But we ended on time, and things went actually fairly well yesterday.
Very nice. Did you have a favorite cow?
No, not this year, because I was too busy doing the other things. I didn't pay attention. I'll be honest. That's part of the reason why I'm doing that job and not in the ring.
All right. Speaking of not paying attention, it's been a busy day here at the show. We have not been watching markets as closely here while we've been at the show. We've been talking to some of our farmers about what they've been doing. Seems like a lot of wrapping up of silage chopping here in Wisconsin. Any other sentiments from the Midwestern dairy farmer here at the show?
For the most part, it seems very good spirits. We've had a very problem-free, I will call it, harvest season, as we are in a dry spell. We've had very little rain come through over the last month, which is is not great for probably finishing the corn crop off, but we are seeing really problem-free timing to get the corn silage crop off, and I think we'll be turning the calendar here in the next week or two into high moisture corn and then dry corn. So good weather is making for some happy farmers getting some stuff done here this fall.
Okay, excellent. Jenny, before we let you go, favorite part of the World Dairy Expo? What's your favorite thing?
Connecting with old friends. We've been coming here since I was a wee little kid, so it's always good to kind of connect with all the people I've known for a long time.
That is very nice. Well, Jenny, thanks for being here with us. Great work this week.
Thanks, Jim.
Katie Burgess. Katie, how are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you, Jim?
I'm doing excellent, but I was not on the U.S. Farm Report. Were you?
I was on the U.S. Farm Report panel today. I had a great time. We talked dairy with Tyne Morgan. It'll air this weekend, so make sure to check it out.
Excellent. And how was it being on the show here at the Expo?
You know, Expo brings a certain type of energy. Way more exciting than doing a Zoom call from my home office. So appreciated that. You know, love to see some familiar faces out in the crowd. And it's just good when you can kind of see in real time how producers are reacting, because milk prices have been pretty good here. Feed prices are down. And so, you know, the mood is pretty good right now. But also want to make sure producers remember that good times don't always last forever. So also got a chance to talk about ways to manage risk.
Excellent. Very good. And Katie, favorite part about the World Dairy Expo? What's your favorite thing?
I think it's ice cream.
Nice. Yeah. I had a grilled cheese sandwich and a chocolate milkshake, and it was fantastic.
The food is good.
The food is good. You going to come back next year?
I live in Madison, so I'm here every year. Enjoy it. Happy to welcome everyone to town. Viewers, come on over next year.
Excellent. Thanks for having us in town. Appreciate it, Katie.
Thanks so much, Jim.
Mr. Cody Coster, you might know Cody as the co-host of critically acclaimed Tech Talk. People have been recognizing you here at the show as a YouTube star. How does that feel?
Well, it feels pretty good, Jim, but I don't think they've recognized myself as much as they've recognized you as a YouTube star.
That's very nice of you to say.
A lot of people have came through and said we recognize Jim, our favorite from EverAg YouTube channel.
Wow, that's mighty generous. I'm not sure how true it is, but it feels nice. Cody, what's been the takeaway from the World Dairy Expo?
I think my takeaway today is everyone is in good spirits. Milk is pretty high, feed is a little bit lower, maybe not on the recent days here in the market, but just general consensus is people are fairly happy, good to be out. Corn silage seems to be going very well for everyone that we've talked to, and they're happy to be here.
Yeah.
Just really happy to be here.
And it's about 50 degrees, been a very sunny day, a beautiful October day here in Madison, Wisconsin. How do you think that has helped or hurt turnout? You think more folks maybe stayed at home to get some work done? Or do you still think it's a pretty good crowd here at the Expo?
I think we've had a good crowd. There's a lot more folks that I've talked to that have stayed home to finish up everything, just the silage side, kind of getting manure out and getting rolling in the combines. But we have nonetheless had a great turnout at Expo this year.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We've had a lot of people walking by at this very moment we're pointing to, waving to because people recognizing
Steve, thanks for coming.
Recognizing Cody and his YouTube prowess. Cody, what has been your favorite thing about the World Dairy Expo? What's your favorite?
Jim, my very favorite thing is hanging out with all of you. All of the people from EverAg coming here, having a great time, talking to different clients, laughing it up, but also having great conversations.
That's fantastic. And if you could say one thing to Jake Kingsley, if he were here, what would you say to him?
I'm really sorry that he missed his flight on purpose to get up here with us. So.
All right, Jake. Miss you, buddy.
Bye.
Say hello, Jenny.
Hello, Jenny.
Oh, I see that. I see what she did.